All right, so we're going to just wait until some people start showing up.
The light ain't too good, I don't think, is it?
I don't know.
Let me turn this lamp off, see? That's better, ain't it?
I guess. The microphone's working, and there's someone watching. Hi, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
We're just going to wait for a little bit and see if anyone else comes in.
We know it was spur of the moment. We had it scheduled last week.
We're just going to wait for a little bit.
But we had it scheduled for last week, and stuff came up, so we couldn't actually follow through with it. But we left the video out to let everybody know. And out of the blue, where my wife was like, "You want to go live tonight?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know if everybody needs enough notice, but I guess if you're a subscriber, you'll get notified somehow or another to let you all know that we're going to be on."
Well, I'm glad the lighting's good. That was my husband's doing. So let's go ahead and dive into it, and hopefully some more people will show up. So you want to talk about us, what we're doing October?
Sure, go ahead and tell them.
So we're really excited. We're going to Homesteaders of America. We're really, really excited. This is our first time going, and a lot of people have said, off YouTube and on YouTube have said that they really enjoy Homesteaders of America. There's supposed to be a lot of vendors and a lot of people speaking, and we're really excited. So does anyone have any questions or anything that they want to know about us or have any questions for us?
Don't all speak at once.
Well, it's just one person.
That's all we got?
Yeah.
Who's on there? Who is it? Foster?
Yeah, foster mom.
Foster mom. How you doing, foster mom?
I guess no one wants to talk, but it's all right. We haven't posted a video this past week because we have been busy. Well, I'm glad you started following us, but anyways.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
We haven't posted a video this past week just because we've been really busy. The girls' school, Levi's just been getting into anything and everything, because he just learned how to walk and run, and he just wants to pick up everything and just take off.
And take off out the door without nobody knowing sometimes.
Yeah, he's actually opened the door and ran out the door. He's quick on his feet now. And there was a break in the realty property search. So has been some properties that come on the market. So we've been looking at properties here lately. And
we're doing that. We want to increase the size of our homestead is what we want to do. Because we've been working with basically just 2 acres of land right now.
But we have went and we've been looking at property. We've looked at 2 properties. We still got 1 more to go, and that's tomorrow. So we are really kind of in the midst of getting everything together for tomorrow. But the first property was actually not that great. Yes. Actually, the first property was kind of far out there. We went out there. I was at a pretty decent price, but half of the 9 acres was underneath, was like on a floodplain. It was right next to a creek that in a swampy area, and we didn't want to run that chance with the kids.
You would probably only have maybe an acre of usable space, and even putting a house there or something, you have the risk of stuff
flooding.
Yeah, stuff flooding. And there was also I mean, granted, in South Carolina where we live at, we do have alligators. But the creek that went through the property, alligators were in it, and the creek led to a pond. And we talked to the farmer with the farm pond, and he said that his pond is loaded with gators.
So we said no to that one. We went and looked at another property, and it was actually pretty good. It was 7 acres. About 5 of it was cleared off. It was a hayfield. I'm so glad you want to move to South Carolina because we would love to have you. But there was 5 acres. It was a cleared pasture. And beside it, it was 2.5 acres of woods. And the buyer would not budge at all. But, it's fine. Obviously, God didn't want us to be there in that area. We have found this other piece of property. It's 18 acres. It's a little bit closer to us.
It's almost 19. It's 18.80 to be technical. And it has 2 creeks running through it, so
yes.
You can actually make a pond here. 2 ponds on it,
if we wanted to. And there's also the only downside about that is there is a 15-foot easement, platted easement.
It's going through 3 other properties to get to it because that property is landlocked. So that was the only concern with that situation. And if we look at it, hopefully each person in front of us that has their property is responsible of clearing that roadway, because we hope, because
that's a lot of land to clear.
That's a lot of land to clear, because there's 9.5 acres in front of that, another 9.5 acres in front of that, and another
18 acres in front of that.
Yeah, another 18 acres in front of that.
So that, or we're going to try to contact the lady that is next to us, and she has a little strip of land next to the property. She has a little strip of land that maybe we can buy an easement from her. That would probably be cheaper and way better for us.
And there's a roadway that runs, I don't know, I'm just taking a guess, but probably 1,000 feet maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't really looked at that yet, but probably about 1,000 feet.
Yes. So that's what we have been up to. We're excited about tomorrow. We have a bunch of stuff to do, but I am gonna try to record tomorrow, as far as us walking through the properties, because I know a lot of people like to watch us walk through properties and look at stuff. And so that's what we're doing tomorrow. My garden. Steve, you want to tell them about my garden? My garden is like...
We've been getting a lot of rain here, and I don't know how many of y'all watch the weather a lot, but like the whole southeast been getting loaded with rain. I mean, it torrential downpour for the past 3 or 4 days, and it was to the point that the roads in town were flooded. And did you
No, I didn't put that video up.
You didn't put that video up?
No, not of you doing a car wash.
Yeah, I had to have fun. I wanted to wash the underneath of the car.
That was a cheap way to do my car wash. You got to get out there with some wax and some elbow grease, right?
Yeah.
He knows I'm picking. My garden, from all this rain, my garden has done great. I have corn coming.
Pole beans that are probably 12 foot tall.
Yes. See, the garden's doing great. The pole bean.
Our corn is, you know.
How tall is that patio out there?
That's 12 foot. So it's about 10 foot. It's 10 foot.
Yeah, my pole beans are about 10 foot tall, y'all. I don't know.
Yeah, and our tomatoes are still growing good.
No, wait a minute. I picked the last 3 today.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, so I picked the last 3 today. We don't have no more tomatoes. We still got some cucumbers. So I'm just excited about the cucumbers. There's still some bok choy out there. There's the sweet potatoes. I am gonna have to do a video on the sweet potatoes. The sweet potatoes.
Tell them if they haven't watched a video on the sweet potatoes, but she planted some sweet potatoes over in another part of our garden.
That were off the vine of one that had already been established.
So she cut the vine and moved the vine to a different part of the garden, just with the roots that go down from the vine. And that thing is taking off. I mean,
they're about growing over the daggum dog pen.
Yeah.
The dog pen's like right beside it, and I call it the dog bed garden because of that. But it's actually growing up and over the side of the dog pen, and it is unreal. My whole garden bed is filled with little sweet potato leaves everywhere.
It's giving the dog some shade other than the top canvas.
Yes, but Ty has been eating the leaves. The leaves that come through the fence, Ty has been eating.
Oh, has he?
Yes.
Hi, Chris. How you doing?
When does deer season start? How many deer are you allowed to harvest? Deer season, actually, my daughter just went for Youth Day. And she was
on, what day was that? That was
last weekend.
Last Saturday, Youth Day. I took our oldest daughter out for Youth Day with a rifle in Zone 2. We didn't see granted, the Youth Day you had to harvest a buck.
It was only one deer.
Yeah, one buck is all you're allowed to harvest. But we didn't see no bucks. We seen 3 does in the evening. In the morning, we didn't see nothing. But in the zone that we hunt in and that we're in, bow hunting starts September 15th. And bow hunting goes all the way until January, as long as you want it to. But in between that, from September 15th to October 1st, basically bow season. And then October 1st to October 10th is muzzleloader. And then October 11th,
which is my favorite season.
Yeah, October 11th to January, December 31st, January 1st is rifle. But after the season starts for one weapon, you can use it throughout the whole, if you're just a bow hunter, when bow hunting starts at September 15th, you can use a bow all the way until January.
It's just your preference. How many deer are you allowed? How many bucks are you allowed to get?
Well, with the license, you get 3 buck tags and 2 doe tags this year. You can buy additional ones if you want to. They are, since years ago when I first started hunting, it used to be like 12 or 15 tags you would get when you bought your hunting license.
But things have changed. Yeah, things have changed a lot. There's a lot more restrictions on everything. But we look forward. I look forward to going hunting. I'm sorry, honey, but you're just gonna get off work one day and just see a deer already in the cooler.
Yeah, we do our own butchering.
Shotgun. It's a buckshot or slug. Yeah, you can hunt with a buckshot or any of that. You can hunt with shotguns. When is that comes in? When?
Shotguns after muzzleloader. You got to do that with rifle season, so that'll be October 11th.
Okay. How much freezer room do you have to store the meat? We have two
deep freezers. Yeah, 2 deep freezers.
And I have plenty of room. I know that if we got 3 deer this year, and that's more than what we got last year because of other reasons, but if we got 3 deer,
that's more. I mean, we could probably fit 10 deer in them freezers. I mean, 10 or 12.
Yeah, but I gotta have some room for some vegetables. You can't just eat.
Yeah, well, I know, but I'm just saying. I mean,
But no, yeah, we have a way to store the meat. We're gonna put them in the freezers, and do deer jerky. We love deer
yeah,
jerky.
she makes deer jerky. We do. We harvest when we harvest our deer. We skin them out. We butcher them. We do it all ourselves. We don't pay nobody to do it.
Yes, I make. In the wintertime, I love to make deer stew. Deer meat is actually very good for you, especially if you have ulcers and stuff like that, because the deer. I actually have stomach problems, ulcers, and the deer meat does not bother my stomach because it does not have a lot of fat in it. So that's why we love to eat deer meat. Deer stew is one of my favorite things, and
That was
my vegetables.
My favorite too. and
cube steak. I want some deer cube steak.
Yeah, cube steak is great, and hamburgers. Well, I guess you would call them deer burgers.
Yes, deer burgers, not hamburgers. So yeah, we're really excited for hunting season. It's gonna be a great season. Now that I've got Levi's up there in age, we're gonna
get him into the stand this year and let him hang out with us.
Just get used to it. I mean, we know we have all the safety stuff for him, but I doubt even if he does go with us, he's just gonna sit with us. We're not gonna shoot anything. Yes.
What's that?
She said she's an RN. Good to know that deer is more lean.
Oh yeah,
It doesn't have a lot of
a lot of people in our area, which I like it.
Except for that deer that you had harvested at the end of the last day of hunting season last year. It was like it had a lot of fat on it. I think that was because it was eating too much corn all winter long.
Well, that and we can also bait our deer on private land. You can bait. So we have deer feeders and stuff like that out there.
We don't think we're putting ours up this year. We would rather. We're not going to spend the money on corn.
Yeah, the corn.
If the deer is going to be there. The deer is going to be there. They have plenty of grass. They have plenty of oats. They have plenty of greens. We're not worried about it.
We planted our food plots. There's plenty of stuff out there, and everybody in the family that all hunts, they're putting corn out, and they're going to pass through no matter what. And during rifle season, in the area where I hunt, I can shoot up to 500 yards if I wanted.
Yeah, someone just commented, gotta love your stand, your mansion in the woods. Your mansion in the woods.
That thing is 6 foot by 6 foot, and it's 6 foot by 6 foot square. It's 20 foot off the ground to the floor, and it's 27 foot to the top of it onto the roof from the ground. Which is I'm 6'5", and I needed something I could stand up in rather than try to crawl on my knees to get in there and sit in a chair. And it's big enough to, matter of fact, I have so many shooting ways I can shoot. I mean, me and my wife can go in the stand and sit together. We can bring the 3 kids with and sit in the stand, and everybody's comfortable.
Yeah, so we have the girls that last year, or no, not last year. The year before Levi. Well, anyways, before Levi was born, the girls would actually go in there and go to sleep on the floor. He actually put carpet in there, but he says that the carpet's to keep the chairs from making so much noise when you roll them. But
well, that's one of the things. But yeah, the carpet does help for taking a nap.
See, when we go to the deer stand, we always pack MREs. We leave early in the morning. We pack MREs and snacks and drinks. We take a cooler. We sit out in the deer stand all day long, sometimes all the way till late at night, or not late at night, till sunset. We eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner in there, and we just make a day of it. We love making a day of it. And really the only way we come out of the farm area is if we've either got a deer or the kids are just too whiny and they want to go home. But most of the time,
they want to just get out of the stand and ride the 4-wheeler. They want to just get out of the stand and ride the 4-wheeler around. So sometimes we'll just do that for a little while.
But no, my our oldest daughter, she shoots a 243. I shoot a 7mm .08, and excuse me, Courtney, my middle daughter, she just has a 410 shotgun. She has not shot that yet, but
one of the things is we can't find no slugs for the 410, so nobody has them. Just like everybody probably knows, bullets are like slim to none. Or when they come in, they're sold out within 5 minutes. So if you're not there at the right time, at the right place at the right time, it ain't gonna happen. But we do have some ammo, and I shoot 7 Remington 7 mag is what I shoot, and I got a Vortex Viper HSLR scope, the first focal plane scope. It has the mil dots in it. And it's a 6x24x50 scope, and it has the sunshade on the front of it, and that thing you can see out there. You can probably see about an easy 1,500 yards, 2,000 yards, no problem.
I still don't see why you wanted that daggone scope. There wasn't nothing wrong with the old scope.
Nah,
there wasn't nothing wrong with his old scope.
Hey, I could hit dimes at 200 yards.
Before he decided to go get a new scope, he kept saying, it's off. Well, I've never shot his gun before, and he let me shoot his gun, and I hit bullseye. So there wasn't nothing wrong with his. He was just making it up.
No, doesn't say that. The crosshairs were, are like this, The horizontal crosshairs were like that. They weren't straight across. They were like, it was off all the time. She just happened to hit it lucky that one time.
Shooting is, I've been hunting since probably about 13 years old, and it's in my blood. We did go and take some handgun lessons this past year, but other than that,
we do have our CWPs, which is concealed weapon permit, so we can carry a handgun around, which South Carolina just passed the law for open carry handguns if you're a CWP holder. Granted, I don't advise you to do it. I mean, granted, before you had to be concealed.
But you still have to be concealed, but if they see an imprint of your gun, you're okay.
No, you don't have to be concealed. You can actually walk around as long as you have the CWP, which we have.
Yeah.
I can have it visible, just like a police officer, and nobody can say nothing. Or somebody.
I don't advise nobody to do that.
Well, I mean, it's not a good idea.
It's an attention getter.
Yeah, it's an attention getter. It's not a good idea. But you still can keep it concealed. But if your shirt comes up and it gets visible for a few minutes or so, nobody can, get you in trouble for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's more lenient on them lines.
But mostly, and in a lot of videos, you'll see me carrying my handgun on my side, and I don't mean to do it, but it's just when I'm out there at the farm and I don't have no other protection, I like to carry, because you never know. There might be a daggum snake. There might be a wild coyote. There might be a daggum armadillo that's like out there tearing my garden up.
Well, no, you got to worry about more than just. We got wild hogs, wild pigs, and they are mean. A wild pig will they're carnivores. They'll eat you. They'll attack you and eat you. A pig's a meat eater, or omnivore, or however somebody wants to say.
I wish that we could get some land that had some pigs on it, so that way we wouldn't have to feed them. We could just go out there and harvest them.
Well, I mean, every county in South Carolina has pigs in it. It's all on record. Well, every county.
Not the properties that we went and looked at. There ain't been no pig sightings.
Well, you don't know that.
Yeah, I love picking at him. This is just how we are every day.
She's a handful, I tell you. She is a handful.
I'm just me being me.
Well, we have a good time, I can tell you that. It's nothing but a laugh every day. You got to be happy every day. That's how you live a good life. You be happy.
Yeah. Does anybody have any more questions or any other
Keep on shooting them out there to us.
topics they want to talk
We're
about?
on a good subject right now. Shooting lessons. I'm nervous about it. Don't be nervous about it. As long as you lean into your shot, don't lean back. Make sure when you're holding a gun, you lean forward into it. So when you get the kick, it just goes like that to you. And don't, like if it's a rifle or a shotgun, when you put it on your shoulder, don't keep an air gap because that'll make it hurt real bad. Make sure it's, compressed against your shoulder and feels comfortable and firm on your shoulder. So when you shoot, all you do is get a little twitch,
And also make sure you have a firm grip on it because I've actually busted my nose and had a black eye because I wasn't holding the gun properly and I shot a deer. I did kill the deer, but I did bust my nose right here really good and got a black eye.
That was from her scope.
Yeah, the scope got me. I
come home from work one day and I was like, "What the heck happened to you?" And I'm like, I was like, "Where's the other person at?"
Don't get scoped. Yeah. Well, poor old me did.
3.5 inches away now. 3.5 inches away.
But no,
what did that say?
Yeah. I
have to get fingerprints done for permit. Yeah, we had to do the same thing. We had to get fingerprints.
Connecticut is tricky. I will tell you this. I think there's a lot of states have different laws. A lot of states have different laws on what you need to do and how you need to carry. Just make sure you read that law book and pay attention when you go to your class. That's all I gotta say because it's complicated.
Another thing is, I actually aced the class. I got 100 on the test and 100 on the shooting. I got a 200 score. I aced the class. I was,
no, but and about the scope situation, no, I will never do it again. I will make sure that I firmly hold the rifle the right way.
That deer come up too quick. That's probably what happened. Hey, guess what? I was at work too, and she calls me up and said, "Hey, I got a deer," and I'm like, "You went hunting without me?"
Yeah, and then I went to go touch my nose because my nose hurt, and he was like, and I was like, "Steven, I gotta go. I got blood coming from my nose." Boy, he was not happy. But no, it was funny. Yes, it was, and we've had some pretty good stories. We could tell you stories about all. We could be on here for a while telling you stories about my stupidity.
We do have just to let y'all know, we do have more than just that one stand that we hunt in.
My stand.
Her grandparents own a good amount of property. And basically it's all hunting land. It's a ginormous farm. And it's all we basically use it for hunting land, riding side by sides, and riding 4-wheelers on it is what we use it for. But I got my stand out there that I built. And we got 2 more out there. I got a 16-foot ladder stand with like a 4-foot square on it with a roof.
Yeah. The tall stand. I totally forgot about that stand. I ain't been out there. I need. Yeah.
And then we got her stand that I built years ago when I was in high school in welding shop.
That you redid for me.
That I redid and made it bigger, and we hung that out there. And I said, "You use this stand," and she put it over there at the head of the pond, over there by the property. You killed. Matter of fact, you killed the 7-pointer right there.
Let's show them my beautiful first deer. That's my first deer.
No, not that one. It's over there.
Oh,
it's that one.
Well,
that's my first deer. That one she just showed you. We got that's my
first deer, and the bobcat on the wall. But
that's my bobcat. Her bobcat's still in the refrigerator. We have to tan the hide on it.
Not in the refrigerator, it's in the freezer.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
But yeah, we do need to do that. I don't know how to do it. I'm just kind of scared to do it, but I really want to do it because that was a big cat. That was a really big cat.
And I haven't that one right there has been done years ago. The one that's hanging on the wall, and I can't. For the gist of me, it was only that one time I done it, and I had a buddy of mine help me, and I can't remember to details how we did it. But
it says, what's the average weight of a deer in South Carolina?
Probably between 150 average. Probably say 180 to 130.
You mean 130 to 180?
Yeah, 130 to 108, 130 pounds to 180 pounds, and that's weighing it with the guts in it. I know some people in different states they weigh them already gutted, but how we do it here, everybody weighs them before you do anything. After you kill them, you go hang them up and you weigh them, and then you skin them out and gut them out. But we weigh them before we do any kind of butchering on them. But that's how they do it here. I've been in other states where they weigh the deer after it's, gutted, because a lot of people will gut them in the woods and just keep the guts where they lay and then just drag them out. And then they weigh them that way. But
there's a lot of different ways to do it, ways to harvest them and when to harvest them and stuff like that.
Yeah, my last deer, how much did that thing weigh? 185. That 8 point. I got an 8 point. Pretty decent size. I mean, probably 20-inch spread 8 point, and it was 185 pounds.
There's a lot of deer here. A good bit. So, they don't get that big. 250 to 275. That is crazy.
It's not wow. Is that a is that even a whitetail? is that a whitetail or or is that a mule deer?
But no, he said 185 is a nice deer. Oh, whitetail.
Wow, it's a whitetail. Wow.
I want to go bear hunting.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I want to do. Don't look at me. You looked over
at
me
weird. We can go bear hunting here. We can go alligator hunting. We can get alligator tags. We can get bear tags to go bear hunting here. We never been bear hunting. I haven't even been bear hunting. I would love to go black bear hunting.
They actually sent the girls. Last year was their first year of getting their hunting license and stuff because there was some kind of new requirement that you had to have your hunting license in order to go sit in the stand. So the girls actually got bear tags last year because they were the DNR was actually doing a test just to find out the age range of some bears. But the girls, they actually got bear tags, but we weren't able to go because we were out of town and we had school and everything else. But that is something that I would love to do.
Yeah, the only thing with a black bear, they'll climb the tree after you.
Well, you better just put me in a cage enough for just a little square so I can stick my rifle out and shoot.
I want to go to Alaska, go grizzly bear hunting. I want to go to Kodiak Island is where I want to go, but shoo-wee.
You're not.
I want to go.
Nope. You're gonna stay right here with me in one piece.
What up in Maine? What kind of guns y'all use for deer hunting?
Oh man, I need to get me something to drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. 30-06. We get bears weekly. Broken our. Is there a requirement of how many bears you can kill up there, or you got a limit, or you had to buy tags too? He's got a 30-06.
That is crazy.
My brother-in-law, he has a 30. He hunts with a 30-06, and he uses Barnes ammo. I don't know what kind of ammo you use for it, but he uses that Barnes 95%.
That's good. That's really good. And I've never even been bear hunting, so I don't even know the regulations. I guess I need to look up on that if I really want to go.
Yeah, well, first you got to find a place to go. I mean, granted, we got bears everywhere here too.
Y'all, our last vacation, like we went to North Carolina, and they said that the bears had been in the area. I was so scared to even go out the door. I was scared to go out the door. Boy, I carried my handgun out there every time I had a chance.
Yeah, we were going up the interstate, and there was a black bear standing on the side of the road.
Boy, I tell you.
I was like, girls, you want to stop and go stop and turn around?
Yeah.
Wow.
But we really enjoyed.
What did you say?
Very rare to shoot a bear not over bait.
Oh, okay. What y'all go elk hunting much or no?
But no, while we wait for this person to respond, we really appreciate
no elk in Maine.
Moose.
You got moose. We have moose.
Big moose.
No elk. I wonder why.
Well, I know there's elk in West Virginia.
We got elk in the upstate of South Carolina and North Carolina, Tennessee.
Well, congratulations on your first moose.
How much meat you got? You got any meat left or no? No.
Yeah, everyone needs one of those every once in a while.
Yeah, they got meat left of the moose.
Well, of course they do. A moose has a lot of meat.
Oh yeah, they're big. Yeah, they're real big. What else y'all want to know about us? Because we love hunting, fishing, trapping. We do a lot of all that stuff.
Yeah, I tried to trap a fox outside that was eating. Wait a minute, what was it doing?
He was trying to get the chickens.
Yeah, he was trying to get the chickens. So I put a little raccoon trap outside, and I got video of it trying to get in there to the dead chicken that I had in there, but trap was too small.
As of right now, we only have 2 acres. It ain't, 2 acres ain't really nothing. We do have it pretty much filled up, and we want to expand.
We can only do so much because this is a.
Yeah, we have restrictions here, and one of our situations is when I used to be a welder for many years, and I traveled around the United States and stuff, and to work. And we just basically rented houses, because sometimes the whole family would move or this and this move, and we move here. And so basically right now we're renting. We want to buy something, and we've been playing hardball trying to find a piece of land and trying to find something to buy. Just so we can, establish more of what we want, because we can only do so much here.
We actually have, 2 videos ago, we showed that we had harvested, quail.
Quail. Matter of fact, she harvested the quail, that we raised, and I was at work when she done it.
It's 18 acres. But here I couldn't. I had to raise those quails over at my mother's, because here I can't do that here because I already have chickens and I don't want people to
we
get
have
mad at me.
we have our little covenants that we have to obey by. Technically, we ain't even allowed to have chickens, but we don't have a rooster that crows, so it's kind of easier to hide the situation.
And our neighbors love the chickens.
And
love
the neighbors actually agree, are okay with it, even though the covenant says we can't have them. So we're actually getting by pretty good. But we want to, me and her both, we grew up around horses. I've owned my own horses. We used to ride horses. She rode horses. And my horse actually just died, and I was keeping him at a buddy's house for a good many years. But I ran into him about a month ago, and he said my horse died, and he was taking care of her for me, and
we just lost contact.
Yeah, and we lost contact. What was it?
I did quail for the first time last year, and actually quail is very easy to clean. Very easy to clean. I was surprised.
There's more than one way to do quail too. I mean, I was trying to, when she went to go do it, I was trying to tell her the way I do it, going hunting all the time, even with pheasant and all that. You
step on one wing, step on the other.
You turn them upside down, put them on the ground, or put them on like a piece of hard plastic, something that's sterile or whatever, and you open their wings up, and you put one foot on one wing.
You've done
and this. one foot on the other wing, and then you take both of their legs and pull straight up to you, and you'll pull the whole breast out of the bird. That's the easiest way to do it, and you can do birds real quick that way. But she actually, how did you do it?
Well, after I did the harvesting, we're gonna call it harvesting. After I harvest them, I just cut the skin. I took a pair of scissors and cut the skin and just pulled the skin right off. It was very easy.
Yeah.
And those are actually in the freezer. I plan on cooking. I'm gonna have him cook those on Sunday. So, I'm really excited about how those taste. I've never had them before, so we're gonna see how they taste before I go and raise more. Roosters, pigs, no horses without 2 acres. Yeah, I hate that people put these laws. If you don't live outside of city limits, you should be able to put on whatever kind of animal you want on your property, except for dangerous. But I mean, that's just how I feel.
Well, one of the things is one horse. Basically, you get a round bale of hay. One horse will eat that in probably 8 days. 8 days, and some, probably about a quarter of it will be stepped on and trampled and wasted. But technically, one horse, if you have 10 or 12 acres of land with one horse, they'll be able to suffice in our climate without hay, just eating grass. But as of right now, we're looking to, we like horses. I still got my horse saddles and all this other stuff, but hold on one second. Say hi, Levi. What do you got with that marker? Let me see that marker. Woo-wee!
Girls, please come get him.
Courtney and Gracie, can you come get him, please? He had a marker, okay?
I tell ya, he gets into everything.
Yeah, I don't want him having that. Put that up over there with the cap.
Take him with you. Go play.
Go play with your sissies, okay? I know. It's only for go watch your TV show, okay?
Y'all, he gets into everything.
Yeah, but horses for homesteading, I'll be honest with you. We're looking more towards the cow situation. I mean, My
nose itches.
The horse ain't no good unless you got a big ranch herding 1,000 head of cows or something like that.
My girls want horses, and I told them no. I was like, if we can't eat it, then we're not having it. And that's
granted,
that's the bottom line.
Me and her both used to ride horses like every weekend. Go ride, do this.
I still have my horse, but it's at my grandmother's. But
yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I mean, if we wanted to ride horses, we can go to her grandparents' house and they have horses there. We just go ride them. But as in having a horse of our own again, if we don't have 3,000 or 4,000 acres and 1,000 head of cows to herd them things up and round them up.
You're dreaming big, ain't you?
I wish we could do that. I'll be honest with you, I love it. But
he said exactly my philosophy these days. If I can't eat it, I don't raise it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You're exactly right, Chris.
Why don't you tell your wife that she's right? I say that all the time.
What's that? With what?
If I can't eat it, don't raise it.
Well,
or we ain't getting it.
When we were younger, it was fun. I mean, you can go out on a horse and adventure around. I used to ride my horse, through the woods to go to a friend's house. I mean, just use it like a vehicle. Before I even had a driver's license, just hop on the horse and go. And I rode quarter horses. I liked the quarter horse. They're quick and spunky, and they're real powerful.
I like the Pasafinas.
And she likes the Pasafinas and the walking horses. I like the quarter horses. I want to if I want to get somewhere quick, I want to get it. I rode Appaloosas and Arabians. Arabians are fast too, but they're kind of small for my size anyway. Because I'm like 6'4", 240 pounds. So you need a pretty stout horse to hold me, comfortably.
But no, we have a lot of dreams ahead of us, and we'll get there one day. At 5'5", I am at. Yeah, I'm only 5 foot, 100 pounds.
Yeah, she. Everybody looks at me and her walking together somewhere at the store or somewhere going here.
They're like, she's so small. He's tall.
Yeah, like she's so small. You're like 3 times the size of her. But
come here.
Yeah, he's gonna hit the power button on that TV.
Well, I guess he'll learn how to use it then.
But yeah, we're trying to increase basically our homestead.
We have a lot of dreams, and we will get there one day. It just takes time and a lot of prayer and a lot of hope.
And we're trying to run our YouTube channel. I mean, we're trying to make this as a job is what we're trying to do. So
this is my job.
Yeah, that's basically my wife's full-time job.
On top of everything else.
But you need to get so far into YouTube to be able to make money in it. So I work a full-time job. And in my career, I was a welder, like I said earlier. But now I do interior remodeling. I do hardwood floors. I do tile work, tile showers. A lot of tedious things that I do, and a lot of measuring. Very, very, very precise. Yeah, raising kids is a full-time job. She's got a hard job. She homeschools the kids. She cooks them lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Take care of the animals.
Takes care of the chickens, the dogs. all the animals that we have and does the garden, and I'll help her on the weekends when I'm off. I'll be off, Saturday and Sunday, and then I'll be back at work Monday. But we're trying to make our YouTube channel big enough so I can,
ease off of work a little bit.
Ease off of work so I can be home more to help out. That's what I'm trying to do, and that's what we're trying to accomplish. And we just need to get there. And we've been doing YouTube for almost 2 years now.
And we've gotten a lot better at our videos.
Yeah, and we did get the better software, because for a while we were using the free HP software, and now we're using, what is it called?
Premiere Pro.
Are you gonna say? We're using Premiere Pro now.
Are you gonna say it?
What?
Your wife was right.
The videos do look, better, and there's more options you can pick to do on the video with that software. But that does cost a little bit of money to have that. And actually, Premiere Pro is also better than the Apple iMovie.
All right, so it's about time for us to get the kids in bed. And we want to thank y'all for hopping on here and talking with us. We really enjoyed it. And we're going to say goodbye now. And let me get the girls in here. Girls! Come say bye.
Well, you can say hi, and I guess you can say bye.
Come stand behind us.
Yeah, come stand behind the couch there.
This is Gracie.
Here's Gracie. This one's Gracie. And Courtney, get out behind my head. Here's Courtney, my little blonde. What are you doing, little girl? Huh? Say hey. Say hey to everybody.
Hey.
Say hey, Gracie.
Well,
this is the one I took out on Youth Day. This is my junior deer hunter.
All right, so we're going to close this video out. I'm not going to mess with Levi because he's quiet. He's playing with his toys and watching Wildcrats. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching, and y'all have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Nice talking to you, y'all. And hopefully we can have more, I guess you want to call it, we can have more in detail of when we're going to do this next time. So there'll be, more people, and because this is a spur of the moment thing.
All right. We're closing it out. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.